Hi there, Homespun friends. It is Sherry. It's so good to see you on this snowy Friday. The snow's coming down out the window. I'm about to show it to you. It is beautiful. It looks like Christmas outside. I've just come home from Walmart and Aldi, and I'm going to do something I haven't done in quite a while, and that is a haul video for you guys. I purchased more than I normally do today, and so I thought I would just kind of show you what I picked up. And so I'm going to turn the camera around and let you take a look here at my table. Here are the items that I purchased. Now I'm going to go over first out this window, and I'm going to let you see outside. You can see there my Christmas wreath, and I want you to see the pretty snow coming down. I don't know if you can see all those flakes through my screen, but it is really, really pretty outside right now. Gorgeous. And so it was a wild day trying to do my grocery shopping. When you say snow in North Carolina or South Carolina, it doesn't matter if it's a dusting. We run to the store and get milk and bread. That's just what you have to do. So I fought crowds, but this is my normal day to go. I have mixed together both stores in on this table here, but I will show you my receipts. I purchased $74.48. I don't know if you can see that. If I can get that focused in for you, at Aldi. And then at Walmart I spent more than I usually do, $178.22. And so I wanted to show you why that number is high. Back there you can see some of the larger purchases that I made, and I just want to stop right here, and I want to thank you ladies who have purchased Lila Rose for me all year, especially those of you who have purchased Lila Rose for me last month. Because of your support of my little small business, I was able to get a larger commission check than I normally do, and that allowed me to get some items for my family that I would not normally buy. And that is a blessing for me. I've told you before, I've been a stay-at-home mom and grandmom for a lot of years, and don't normally have the ability to bring in any income for my family. So when I can do that, when I can bless my family, it just makes me feel so much joy. And of course, I will be tithing on the money that I receive, because all glory goes to God for all of the good things that He does. Everything He does for us is good. So I was able to purchase this vacuum cleaner, and this vacuum cleaner was only $35. It's a Bissell, and it has all the tools on it. Now, some of the vacuum cleaners they had there went up to, you know, a couple $100s, and I'm sure they were really fancy and had a lot of fancy things. But I really don't need anything fancy. My vacuum cleaner is still in working order, but there's a couple of things to it. One is that I use it on the outside area on my screened-in porch for that indoor-outdoor carpet. I also use it on my indoor-outdoor laundry room floors, and then I roll it into the house on the carpets here. And so it's getting a lot beat up, running back and forth, and so I really needed a new one. My cord is frayed in numerous places. I'm worried it's going to quit running. I've had it for 3.5 years, and so it was not a very expensive vacuum either when I bought it, and so it's still doing a fine job. But I'm mostly going to use that now for my porch area. I'm just going to kind of leave it in my laundry room and use it out there for that porch and laundry room area. And this one will be the one that I'm going to keep inside. $35 for that vacuum. You really can't beat it. And then you're going to see over there the little stick vacuum, and you may think, well, why does she need both of these in a house that's only 1,952 square feet? Well, the reason is because I'm going to use this stick vacuum in my bathroom where I do my hair. I have so much hair. You ladies have seen it. It's so thick, and it's whenever I curl it or style it, it's always, you know, coming out. And I love to have this little stick vacuum to run around my bathroom floors, to run around my husband's bathroom floors, and also to run it around every day around our wooden floors in the bedroom. We have a mixture of hardwoods in this house, a couple rooms with carpet. We also have some tile. And so it's nice to have this little stick vacuum in the bathroom closet, because I can just pull it out and get all the hair and, you know, out of the floor, and it's very convenient to use. And you just empty that little cup out. And so it's more of a convenience item, but as I said, it's not something I absolutely had to have, the little stick vacuum, but because of your support, I was able to get that. It was $18.72. And then I purchased this cotton L. I forget, it was around $12, I guess. It was the cheapest price if you buy the larger size. And so there's 8 of the smaller packs in here. This will last us a really long time. I also purchased me some undies, and this Instant Pot is not a purchase that I made at the store today, But I purchased this the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I purchased it on Walmart.com. And I'll have to tell you the story about this later when I have a little more time. It was crazy. But when I got home today from my shopping trip, this was sitting on my steps. It did get delivered, even though they had told me that they did not have any more and that it would not be delivered. It's here. Praise the Lord. This 5-quart Instant Pot was only $49 with free shipping from Walmart.com. And I think that they've had a lot of trouble keeping it in stock because this is a discontinued model. The reason is because Instant Pot came out with a 3-quart size, and they already have a 6-quart size and an 8-quart. And somewhere in there between the 3-quart and the 6-quart, the 5-quart is not quite as popular. And so they were able to discount that to $49. But for me and my husband, just the two of us, this will be a fantastic size for us. There's not that big a difference between the 5 and 6-quart. So while I did not purchase that today, that is something I will be doing a review on. Do any of you have an Instant Pot? I would like to know. I'd like to know what size and style that you have. This is the Lux 50. It is not the one that makes yogurt. I really don't make yogurt. I mean, I'm sure that if I wanted to, I've seen Jamarel make it in her crock pot, and I probably would just do it that way in my crock pot. So anyway, it just didn't justify the difference. The Duo in this was about, I don't know, $99 to $119. I just couldn't go there and do that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it as much, but people say that once you have one, you use it a lot. So let me know if you do. I purchased this really pretty Pyrex. It was, I think, $4.99. I have some of these that are just plain, but I love this vintage look that is on here. It's got the little farmer and his wife on there. I love it. And then I purchased these little plates. These are 2 things I got for my kitty cat. You know that I have one cat that's still living, and she's almost 15 years old. And she is really going through a tough time. Sometimes we try, she cries to come in to the laundry room area. We let her in, and then she cries to get back out. She's normally an outside kitty most of the time. And so it's been difficult. I don't know if she's going through some dementia now, because it's like she's confused. She's not sure what she wants to do or even what she's looking for. Her food demands have changed also. She doesn't eat nearly as much. For years she has eaten the name brand cat food. She would not eat anything else but Meow Mix with the tender middles. That's all she would eat. And then she got to where she wouldn't eat that well, so we thought, well, maybe she wants canned food. So we've been buying canned food. I started out with shreds. She just halfway ate the shreds. The pate, sort of the same way. But now when we don't offer her the canned food, the wet food, she cries. So we know that she is eating some of it. And so what I do is I just take the cans and I dump them on here. And that way she can get to it easier. It's not so hard for her. And this little blanket, she has a little bed right up next to the house where we come in. It's kind of in a warm corner there near the laundry room. And I'm going to put this extra blanket out there in her little bed to give her something warm and soft to lay on. This little empty bottle was like 89 cents. It's for putting in my my little wooden floor cleaner. I'm going to mix that up myself and use it. We got some drinks here, a variety of diet drinks that we enjoy. These items came from Aldi, the green leaf lettuce and the spinach. The broccoli slaw, we love slaw. It's one of our favorite things. You know that my husband and I have been eating a low-carb diet. And I have to admit that during the Thanksgiving holiday, we kind of broke off from it a little bit. Not completely. We didn't have pasta or rice or anything like that. But we did have a little bit of bread, like in the stuffing. We did break down and have some sweets. And we were really getting off track. I could tell that I was not feeling good and my husband wasn't feeling well. So today we committed to just totally doing away with the sweets and just getting right back to the low carb way that we were eating before, because we both had lost weight. I had lost almost 14 pounds and he had lost about 21 pounds, and we might have gained, I don't know, a couple of those pounds back, but we're back on the straight and narrow now. We're going to try to do well. Maybe at Christmas, when it gets to Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, we will allow ourselves to have something a little more than what we normally would. I'm really bad if I can stick to a diet well, but if I ever break off of it, I get discouraged and I just tend to give up. And that's not good. If you get off of a diet plan that you have, an eating plan that you have, it's okay. Just accept that it happened and then get right back to it. Don't stop. So this time, that's what I'm going to do. And broccoli slaw is on our list of things we can have, as well as the classic coleslaw. We eat slaw just about every day. And then in terms of pasta and other needs that we have, if you don't have spaghetti squash and you can't eat pasta, how are you going to have spaghetti, which is one of our favorite foods? Well, we use squash and zucchini. And the way that I make this is I just cut it into slices, and I put it in a dish with just a small bit of water, maybe a tablespoon or two, and then I put some butter in that on top of it, and I microwave it for a little bit, and it makes it soft. And then we take it and put all of our spaghetti sauce on top of it, and it works really well for us. And yes, tomatoes do have some carbs, but you know what? Like, I've got some tomato sauce over there I'm about to show you, or some pasta sauce that is one of our favorites, and it does have some carbs in it. But when you're not eating any pasta, you're really cutting out most of the carbs that you're going to be eating. When you talk about pasta, when you talk about white bread, potatoes, you know, any kind of rice, you're talking about a lot of carbs. So we try to cut those all out. And I got some mini cucumbers at Aldi and some bell peppers. Now, these little peppers are so tiny compared to the big ones that we see in the summertime, but they were only $1.35 for these 3 small ones. I picked up some cauliflower. I think it was a $1.39, and this is our favorite kind of bacon that they have at Aldi. It's the center cut. It is $4.59, but it is amazing. It is so good, and it fries up perfectly in my Foreman grill. So I bought 2 packages of that. Now the eggs have been only 26 cents for a dozen for weeks. I mean, just a long time. And today when I went in, there was a big sign on the egg carton case, and it said that that because of changes in the market, that egg prices had gone up significantly. But still, this was only 99 cents a dozen. I got 2 of those. I got some onions here, some sharp cheddar cheese, and this beef smoked sausage came from Aldi. Now, I was looking for their little cocktail weenies. We can have those on our low-carb diet, and I can put a little bit of barbecue sauce and put them in the crock pot, but they didn't have any that I could find. So I just decided I was going to buy this. I'll just cut it up into small pieces, put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it, and then I will I'll put that in the crock pot for a day such as today when it's snowy. Some smoked honey ham, and I will show you how we eat this. Sometimes we just eat it plain, wrapped up in some of the lettuce that I showed you, and other times we use a low-carb bread. I'll show you. We have the tuna here. I bought 3 of those, and I'll tell you how I love to make this, ladies. It's so good. I just drain it, and I usually make 3 cans at a time, and I put mayonnaise in it, chopped celery, chopped onions, and nuts, and it is so good. And then we have here some yogurts that my husband is crazy about. These yogurts, the strawberry cheesecake and then the apple pie, and he loves both of these, and it's kind of like a dessert for him. And and these are the 100, and their carbs are lower than any other that I have found. Let me look. There's 11 here, but if you add up the fact that there's 12 proteins, that cancels out. I've got 2 of these different kinds of coffee. We have some regular coffee. We also have some pumpkin spice left, and one other type, I think cinnamon hazelnut or something. But this is the toasted coconut, and this is the caramel cream. So these, and I think these are $3.80 for 12, which is not bad at all. I also picked up this sugar-free Coffee Mate. This is the Italian sweet cream. If you guys have never tried this, you need to. When you're on a low-carb diet, you're trying to find ways that you can enjoy something sweet without it being sweet, and this is just one of the best ways that I have found. Coffee it's so good, and using the sugar-free Italian sweet cream in it really just makes it taste like a delicacy, and we enjoy that particular. And we have some sugar-free vanilla in there already, and it's good too, but this is our favorite, the Italian sweet cream. Then these are some cheeses that I got at Aldi, and I'm trying to remember how much they were each. They were less than $2, and that was a good price. Now here's the bread that I was telling you guys about. This is called Joseph's flax, oat bran, and whole wheat pita bread, and the only place that I have been able to find this is Walmart, and I have looked at all of my grocery stores. If someone has found this bread somewhere else, please let me know. There's 6 like really soft pitas in here. The carbs on this is only 9. Now you know that if you take off the protein, which is 6, and the fiber, which would be 10 together, you're looking at a really low carb option for bread. You really can't, this is about the only bread that we're really allowed to eat. Sometimes we will have some Jewish rye, but it's a little bit more carbs than this. So this is a wonderful option, and we wrap up our ham and our cheese and lettuce and all in this and just roll it up and eat it. We also eat hot dogs on this bread. We just roll it up in there. I'll make chili and slaw and onions, and we'll have mayonnaise and mustard and all that, and eat that for, you know, for a really fun, what you feel like you're sort of cheating, but you're not, because there's no carbs in it, and no carbs really in the hot dogs that we eat. This is something I had never ever made before or seen at Aldi, but I thought I would try it because the carbs are low. This broccoli bake. It's a broccoli and a creamy cheese sauce. I'll let you know how I like that. It was a little bit pricey though. I think it was $3 and something, but for something quick, I think it would be a nice little option for me to have in my freezer. These hamburgers, we love having hamburger steak. It is one of the things that we can have low carb. Of course, all meats pretty much have no carbs, and so we really love this. What I will do is I'll rub it down with some seasoning. I'm trying to think of the name. I think it's Weber's Steak and Chops seasoning is my favorite, and we put Worcestershire sauce on both. It's hard to say, isn't it? Worcestershire sauce. And put it on both sides of this and let it sit for a little bit while he's getting the grill ready. And then he tries not to overcook them. That's so easy to do when you're on the grill. And last time he made them, they were absolutely perfect. So I got some more of those, and also some ground chuck. And I got this from Walmart, and so I can make hot dog chili with this, and I can also make some spaghetti sauce with this. I bought some chicken noodle soup. This is a standby that has a little bit of carbs in it, for sure it does, but not terrible carbs in this. So when you need something quick, it can be sort of tough, and you get tired of having the same foods again and again and again. So this is something we can have in a hurry. And then the chicken broth, and I also got beef broth. And then these are something that I have only seen also at Aldi, and we are in love with these elevation bars. They're a little bit pricey. Each bar is $1. It's $4.99 for this box, but it is a wonderful carb conscious treat. Last time I went, all of these chocolate coconut ones were gone. Now they have many varieties. This is another variety that they have, the peanut butter crisp, fudge crisp. But the coconut ones, and you can see I got several of these. It tastes like a Mounds bar. It really does. And yet it's only got 1 gram of sugar in it. So it's also got more proteins than sugar, so that's fantastic. I got some cheese for us. My husband loves this baby block cheese. And here is the sauce that I picked up. Now it was very tough to find spaghetti sauce without carbs in it. It's very hard. If you make your own at home, you probably could achieve it, but we just go ahead and accept the fact that since we're not eating pasta, we're going to just have this prepared sauce. And then, of course, we can't have chips because they're made with potatoes, so you're looking at a lot of carbs, but we can have the pork skins. They're just a perfect substitute for that. And so I got these at Walmart, and I think they were like $1.70 or something like that each. Here are some items I got that were not food items. I got some spicy cinnamon stick wax tarts for my little 2 wax warmers that I keep in the house. And these were $2 for the little 6 cubes. I don't use them every day because I mostly use my oil diffuser, but now and then I will use these and I enjoy them. I got some little clear ponytail holders to do some of my lillarose styles with, so that I can get my hair kind of twisted and then put my clips in there. I want to try some new things I could do with that. I picked up 2 kinds of the lip liner. I think this was $2.94 each. And as you can see, they're very similar colors, but one is more of a brown and one is more kind of got a reddish, or I don't know I guess it's sort of reddish tone to it. And I have 2 kinds of lipstick that I think will look really good using this. And the lip liner that I have is ancient. I mean, it's ancient of days. It's so old, and I need to get rid of it. And I really don't use it every time that I use lipstick, but most of the time when I'm going out, I do. And then I bought some deodorant for me. This is the kind that I like to use, the soft and dry. It's a little bit more than other deodorants, but it's my preferred brand. If I can do it, I do. And then here is the large Aussie Moist shampoo. When you price this out with the smaller sizes that don't have the pump, this one is so much cheaper. So you're much better off to get the bigger size. So when you're in there at Walmart and you're looking at the price tag on the shelf, if you're looking at the price and it's on the little tag on the shelf, up in the left-hand corner, there is sort of like a red or orange looking piece in that corner, and it has a number in it. And that is pretty much telling you the price point. It's telling you how much it is per ounce or how much it is per package. It's breaking it down for you so that you can measure out what's the better deal. So when you look at something like this, it might say that it's 31 cents or, you know, something like that. And if you look at another one, it says a smaller packaging might be 36 cents. So you would be able to see that, hey, you know, maybe 31 cents compared to 36 cents or 34 cents compared to 40 cents. You'll be able to see what is the cheaper price per serving or per ounce, and all of the products that they offer pretty much have that on the shelves. If you've never noticed that before, it's something that I was showing to my daughters and they're like, oh, we never pay attention to that little number up there. I'm like, that's kind of breaking it down for you and showing you which item is cheaper, because sometimes the bigger size actually ends up being a lot less per serving or per ounce than the smaller packaging. Here's something I kind of splurged and got for me. This was $4.88 for these really pretty white gloves. It has the little tips on them that you can use with your cell phone or your iPad. And then I got these earmuffs. I have had some for a really long time, but they've torn up, and I decided to go ahead and get them today. And the reason is not only because it's snowing, but because tomorrow is the Christmas parade. And my husband is a chaplain for the fire department in our town, and he always plays Sparky the dog. That's usually what he does, and it's a big costume with a big like dog head on it, and he has to get inside of that costume with these huge boots, and Sparky is the fire dog, and so he wears that big costume and he gets up in the back of one of the fire trucks and they drive him around. And typically what I do is I ride on the back of the truck with him and hold him on so he doesn't fall off. A lot of times when the fire truck comes to a stop, we'll be throwing candy and things like that. And some of the children, or even, like middle school age children, will run up and want to shake his hand or get candy from him. And he's up high on a truck and they're reaching up to touch him. And he's actually had experiences where he's almost fallen off the truck before. So I just try to stay on there and keep him steady so that he doesn't fall off that fire truck. And I will be out in all of this crazy weather tomorrow. So I figured that I needed those items. So this comprises my entire haul that I purchased today, friends. I want to thank you so much for joining in and seeing this haul. Let me know if any of the items that I have purchased are things that you have purchased and things that your family uses. As always, I love seeing you and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.